Hello! I have come to this beautiful place to share a devotional with you. Our scripture today, in me, peace, John 16, verse 33. There's a vast difference between pleasure and blessedness. Paul experienced imprisonment, pain, sacrifice, and suffering to his very limits, yet through it all, he was blessed. All the Beatitudes became real in his heart and his life in the midst of his difficult circumstances. Paganini, the great Italian violinist, once stepped on stage only to discover there was something wrong with his violin, just as the audience was ending their applause. He looked at the instrument for a moment and suddenly realized it was not his best and most valuable one. In fact, the violin was not his at all. Momentarily, he felt paralyzed. But he quickly turned to his audience, telling them there had been some mistake and he did not have his own violin. He stepped back behind the curtain, thinking he must have left it backstage, but discovered that someone had stolen his and left the inferior one in its place. After remaining behind the curtain for a moment, Paganini stepped on stage again to speak to the audience. He said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I will now demonstrate to you that the music is not in the instrument, but in the soul." Then he played as never before, and beautiful music flowed from that inferior instrument until the audience was so enthralled that their enthusiastic applause nearly lifted the ceiling of the concert hall. He had indeed revealed to them that the music was not in his instrument, but in his own soul. Dear tested and tried believer, it is not your mission to walk onto the stage of this world in order to reveal to all of heaven and earth that the music of life lies not in your circumstances or external things, but in your own soul. If peace be in your heart, the wildest winter storm is full of solemn beauty. The midnight flash but shows your path of duty. Each living creature tells some new and joyous story. The very trees and stones all catch a ray of glory, if peace be in your heart. Today, sing the music that is in your soul.